All right. We have a new direction to aim for. We unlocked the throne room floor plan. So I'm really hoping we can draft that today and figure out what's going on in there. It said something about reclaiming the crown. And yeah, I'd like to do that. Also, theoretically, there is a sanctum key there. I'm going to take the shelter just because it makes it easier for us. We don't have to worry about the red rooms. We'll get our gem out of the safe here to help with drafting. Oh, also, we have a computer. Let's start an experiment. We got ourselves a new set of experiment triggers and conditions and rewards, I guess is what you'd call it. So let's see if we can do something cool here. Remote terminal access to the laboratory. It sure takes a while to connect. There we go. Experiment setup. And let's see. The first time you enter each room on the 9th rank, so we could get that maximum of 5 times. Each time you eat an apple. Each time you draft an upgraded floor plan. I don't know that we have that many upgraded floor plans, although we do have duplicates of some of them. So I guess that could happen a good number of times. Gain a star, add a small chest to the entrance hall, and gain a key, gem, or die randomly. These are actually the usual rewards we get. But I think 5 stars, in theory, if we were to go with the first time you enter each room on the 9th rank, I think we'll just take an apple. We tend to find apples pretty often now. Sure, we'll take each time you eat an apple. Start the experiment. There we go. There's packet management. That's how we choose which experiments we want. We did that before. Research logs, pause experiment. I don't think there's anything else there. Oh, I didn't need to log into the... Hang on. Escape. Radiation monitor. Time lock safe. No, we're good. Okay. Leave that. Head on up to the mansion. There are still some puzzles that I have kind of like bouncing around in my head. Oh, the vase stays broken. Aww. Oh, that sucks. Too bad. Oh well. Maybe we can get someone to replace that once we have our employees back. The workshop seems like a good spot to start. Let's head there. Yeah, I have some puzzles bouncing around in my head. There's down in the station area, there was a note saying delete A, and then showing one of the monitors in the security room. I never figured anything out to do with that, so I'm curious. Let's take the bedroom here. Oh, we can redraw. Let's redraw. Walk-in closet is not bad. The break room's pretty good. I think we'll take the break room on this one. I do like to make sure that we have one. So now that I know we don't need to redraw for the corners, I might change the chess pieces because we have the rook right now. What could we use? I don't think we need the armory unless we could get more of the axe. What else is there even? This is 12 divided by 3 is 4. Then we have 5 times 3 is 15. And, ooh, 1 squared is 1, plus 1, and then squared is 4, plus 1 is 5 is 25, minus 5 is 20. There we go. Look at me go. We got a key card. Did we not start with the key card? No, we didn't have the break room yesterday. That's right. Cool. Well, there you go. Easy key card. We'll do some redrawing. So, if the armory doesn't hold much value for us, what would we actually want? The mailroom, the boudoir, and the pantry. I might take the boudoir here. It gets us a gem and 2 dice. Those dice are very helpful. Or they have potential to be very helpful. There we are. We have some safes to open still. There's one in the drawing room, and there's one actually in the study. I forgot about that. I was thinking of it just this morning, where I was going through, okay, we have 8 safes according to that note, or the series of paintings and all that stuff. We have 8 safes to find, and we have one in the boudoir that we've opened, one in the shelter that we've opened. I don't know whether the one down below in the basement counts as one of the safes. Maybe, maybe not. Although it wasn't a date, so I'm inclined to think that it doesn't count as one of them. What else? We had one in the office that we opened. I'm not keeping count as I say these, unfortunately. But we know there's one in the drawing room, which we haven't opened. There's one in the study. So that was what I thought of this morning. And there is a clue about there being one in rank 10, which is room 46. But it is a little bit ambiguous when it says rank 10. Makes me wonder if maybe there's another room on rank 10. Something like that. The den. Look at this. We're getting pretty good rooms heading up the side here. Like very convenient doorways. Maybe we'll make the dead ends here. Hang on. We could actually go... That's one dead end. Two dead end. We could put a third. I might be able to do the dead end thing today. Yeah, we'll put a storehouse. Sure. We don't have any keys at the moment. But yeah, I think what I came to with my mental tally of safes is that we are missing 2 or missing 3 or missing... Oh yeah, we were missing 3 and then I realized this study had one. So missing 2, I think. Well, we'll put a chapel here. And one thought I had was maybe because there's the lady, her ladyship's chamber with the diary in there. Maybe that diary is used for a safe, which means there might be a safe in her ladyship's chamber. And then just as like sort of a... I might just do this because it's a dead end. I had a pretty weird run so far. Yeah, we'll put a bunk room here just because it's a dead end. It'll have a couple things for us. There you go. Some money. So if her ladyship's chamber has a safe, of course we haven't found one there, so I don't know whether it does or not. But yeah, if it does, then I would think the master's chamber would also, just for symmetry. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Greenhouse, you're more likely to draw green rooms. Those are not dead ends. We'll take the breakfast nook here. Although, I'm not sure we even want it, because it puts another non-dead end in our draft pool. But oh well. We have it now. The classroom, the bedroom closet. Well, we want to keep moving. I do have... That's true, actually. I have a key card. But we'll put a classroom down. It actually gives us an apple, which is beneficial, because that means we gain a star with the constellation. Something else I was thinking about was with the constellation, when we get to 50 stars, that gives us the inkwell, which lets us spend our stars to reroll. What we could do with that is we can specifically spend stars back to a certain point for a particular set of constellations that we want. And it seemed as if... Ooh, I could redraw here. Passageway is pretty good, though. I think we'll take the passageway. The set of constellations that seems really good to me was on day 45, I believe, when we got the dead end constellation and the four door room constellation, because those both make it pretty easy in conjunction to do the whole dead end trophy challenge. I think we're going to redraw this. I'd rather get dead ends here. That's a weird one. We're actually going to draw 4 dead ends. Okay, the nursery is a dead end. We'll take it. Of course, if we get it today, then we don't need to worry about that constellation thing. A banana? Would have preferred an apple. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, if I can just put dead ends up the middle and the right side, we'll be in very good shape. And then we head back to the foundation and through the entrance hall and add more dead ends around there. This is looking pretty good so far. The attic, I will take it. We're down to 3 gems, but there should be some up here. Just like so. We got a coin purse for some more cash. Not that we need it. And fortunately, we do have a sledgehammer to open this up, gaining another gem. Also, the keys are going to be a thing, so I'm glad we're finding some of those. The key to the secret garden doesn't help us out much, though, because that's, of course, not a dead end. And gems all over the place. We got a shovel. I would rather turn that into a dowsing rod if we get the opportunity. We need... Oh, is it the compass? Hang on, we might have the tools already. Hang on, I think it is the compass and the shovel. Yeah. If it is, then we could do a dowsing rod. But I'm not going to run all the way back for it. Special key, secret garden? No. Regular key, please. Laboratory, another passageway. That works for me. There we go. If we can just do passageways the entire way. No, we only have 2 in the draft pool. Okay, another key card though. The morning room, the conference room, and the bedroom. Not dead ends. I like the morning room. Oh, I think I'm just going to redraw. Let's go for a dead end. We got ourselves a coat check, which isn't an exciting room for us. But I accept it. Or we could take the commissary. I think I'm going to do the coat check. We're leaning into it. I don't know how many we have so far. When I counted last time, I was very off in my count. Oh, right. Yeah, it would have been really nice if we had the master key here. But we could check something in at the end of the day, and I think we will. Oh, isn't that cool? Permanent additions? The satellite dish. So they really kind of tricked us there. Because previously it showed the 4, and the 4 fit perfectly into this. So I was under the impression we didn't have any more permanent upgrades to get. And then they hit us with this satellite dish. Which so far, inbound electronic mail and communications from offsite will no longer be blocked. I wonder about the electronic mail thing. Is there more mail to be found? Because so far we've just gotten the new experiment stuff. Experimental data packets can now be uploaded to the laboratory from Cinca, and inbound electronic mail and a communication from offsite, like staff announcements. Oh, there is stuff to look at. Okay. I will have to check that. We probably get that from the office, I would think. The cloister arena is a pretty good one. The mechanarium is also pretty neat, but I don't think we have many gears other than the workshop. Security's okay. We'll take cloister arena here. I'm definitely going to dig here because it unlocks the doors in this area. Hey, a turnip. Very nice. Also, there was the ding-a-ling of the dinner bell in the diner. However, we don't really need it. We're at 75, doing just fine. I'll take a utility closet here, and then I'm just going to ignore it. We don't need to spend 2 steps walking in there. It doesn't do much for us anyway. The laundry room, the planetarium, and the pantry. So I think I'm just going to place the planetarium as is. It's a dead end. I mean, the laundry room's a dead end too, but... I guess we could use it to get a lot of keys if we were stuck. Or we could just place the pantry, get a potential apple, and then place another dead end. Kind of tempted to do that. Also, I just realized a little bit of a combination. The cloister arena, if I hadn't unlocked all the doors with the kennel, we could have tried the right door, and if it was locked, we could have placed the secret garden. Secret garden is an automatic green room, so the cloister arena, I think, would give us extra luck. Now, here's my other thought. I'm pretty sure that if we connect to room 46, it counts as a dead end for us. Because we had, like, last time we were going for the dead end thing, I did a count. I was like, okay, there's no way we can get to 20, so I didn't place another dead end, or I didn't make the opportunity to place more dead ends. And then we were actually at 19 at the end of the day. And I didn't know where some of those extras came from, and I suspect room 46 was one of them because we were connected to it. So, if I were to place a pantry here, or a dead end, then we can't get into the antechamber from the right side. And I think the right side is our most common lever, just because that's in the Great Hall, and we're probably going to find a Great Hall. Or did I make the Great Hall rare? Actually, maybe we don't find it as commonly anymore. Yeah, maybe I'm better off just placing a dead end as is. Okay, let's do it. The planetarium, we'll put it down. We're not going to be using it explicitly, but it's there. Over here we have the pool, the darkroom, and the mechanarium. I think we'll place the pool just to give ourselves access to that antechamber from the bottom. Now, there was a lever, I think the greenhouse, if you have a broken lever, you can fix the one in the greenhouse in order to access the antechamber from the south. What was the other one? Was it in the weight room? Might have been the weight room had the south side lever. Well, we paid off the gem there. That was good. Ooh. It is locked. Oh, we got 6 keys, actually. Hold on. What happened to the keys there? I thought we were at 2. I guess we got 3 from the trunk there. The chamber of mirrors, the bedroom closet, and there's the great hall for opening the door. Unfortunately, we do not have access to the east side, so no sense putting the great hall down just for that. The bedroom closet and the chamber of mirrors. Do I see myself getting to the other side? I don't know if I do. Yeah, the chamber of mirrors is actually a little bit irksome in this one particular spot, because we want something where we can access up and to the left, what I'd like to do is I would like to go have an opening with the antechamber on the west side, go to the secret garden, and that opens up the west side antechamber. So then we could go through, we'd have room 46. Is it worth doing all that? Maybe not. Like, we might be better just placing the chamber mirrors and messing around with that. But then to get to the other side of the chamber mirrors, you have to place a lot of non-dead ends. Huh. We might actually do the Great Hall here. Just for the access. In fact, I think we will. That's a weird one. Yeah, we'll put the Great Hall. It's guaranteed to have locked doors, so we can go to the end here and use the secret garden key. There you have it. And now with the secret garden key, we want to head north. We'll open the antechamber, of course. But what we should do... I guess we know that we're able to get up from the Great Hall, so we'll try and place a dead end when we head north here. Ooh, it's locked. The pump room, the mail room, and the bedroom closet. Do we not already have a mail room? I guess not. We placed a coat check. That's fine. I'd rather have the bedroom closet, so we'll do that. We could redraw. What would I be looking for other than the bedroom closet? I'm trying to think of other dead ends. I'm not sure. Let's just do this one. There we go. We got the running shoes. Very handy. And a key to replace the one we spent. Not bad. I wouldn't mind some more gems. That would be good. I can head south here. Yeah, we'll do that. Sure. Use a key. The commissary, security, and the West Wing Hall. Not necessarily what I was looking for, but also not terrible. I don't need to spend a gem on the security. Let's just put the West Wing Hall upside down. That's kind of funny. I don't know if we've ever seen it that way. It actually turned the text upright, so that's fine. But in the draft window there, it was upside down. Oh my goodness, I could have shoveled to save on keys. Oopsie daisy. I forgot about that. There's only the one shovel spot. Well, we got a turnip out of it. That's good. Let's head northward. Now, I don't know which of these doors... Ooh, do we want to spend keys on this right now? That might not be a good idea. It's for one dead-end room. I think we have 75 steps, and we have a dining room with food in it. We're just going to head through here and draft some more dead ends going down. Oh, a banana. Yeah, let's do it this way. An apple. Well, that's going to be... Oh, yeah, of course. We got the Secret Garden's foods distributed throughout the mansion. Very nice. That works well with the apple one. Ooh, these are not dead ends, though. I definitely want a dead end here. So we're going to try picking a wild berry, hoping it's dead end. We'll see. Nope, it's not. Well, we got a couple keys anyway. Silver key. And a regular key. That was a little bit unfortunate. If I head through here, passageway, yeah, it's actually a long ways back to the entrance hall there. You know what we'll do? Let's go north again. No, it's 5 keys to get through there. I don't think I can spend those keys right now because we have so many other rooms to draft. I'd rather do those over spending a lot of keys trying to get through a single door. Yeah. Also, we might find the foyer along the way. So the dining room and then the boudoir. That's pretty much it. We have a very well laid out house. I like going for this dead end challenge. It's pretty cool. Is that a food? That's an orange. There we go. We got this here quail. Have dinner. 20 more steps. Why not? Well, I guess the reason would be in case we found the trophy room. We could save it. But oh well. The vault. Nothing to do in there. No random apples? Yeah. Oh, there's one here. Well, we're getting a lot of constellation stars now. Okay, we have the workshop. I'm going to go in there and grab the dowsing rod. I don't know how much it will affect my decisions, though. Is it a good idea? Oh, if we have the dowsing rod, we no longer have a shovel, and we actually want the shovel for unlocking doors. So no, I'm not going to make that. I'm not going to do that, no. Yeah, we've got nothing else to make here, so we'll just exit. That's fine. I think we just head north in the entrance hall, that's it. Alright, the dovecote, the sauna, and the laundry room. I also thought of... excuse me. I also thought of something. I guess we'll do a dovecote here. We could place the sauna and then go up through the foundation. And then hopefully we get a 4-door room. If it's locked, actually, we'd even have the silver key for that. So what we want to do is not dig in the foundation because that would unlock all the doors. We'll first go check the west room and hopefully use a silver key on that. 4 doors, that would be very good for access. Yeah, we'll put the sauna here. Are there any gems? Looks like there is. There's a pink gem. Okay. So we're going to run back down. We're going to head up to the sanctum and open the antechamber just in case we do get in there. And then, yeah, we'll go up through the foundation. There we are. Okay. Antechamber is prepped. And... silver key. Oh, okay. We didn't get to use the silver key here. And unfortunately, these are not 4-way doors. So we're going to pick a wild bear and hopefully we get a 4-door room. That is not a 4-door room. Unfortunate. It is a bunch of gems though. That's not too bad actually. Let's open the north door here. Actually, I'm going to do some digging. There you go. Oh. I know we could have combined... or do we have... hang on. We don't have the metal detector. I don't know why I was thinking we could have combined that with metal detector. The shovel. Never mind. We could not have. Alright, the dark room, the bedroom, and the casino. None of these are dead ends. We're going to pick a wild berry. Hopefully we get one. Didn't work out. That's fine. We're going to leave this one alone. I think we'll head through the trophy room. It does give us a lot of gems. I guess the wild berry also doesn't have a gem cost when you get the rooms. That's kind of cool. Locker room, the dark room, the pantry. Who knew it would have been so hard to get more dead ends? The locker room versus the west... like, the West Wing Hall gives us access down there. I think we want the pantry so we can potentially get down to this area for 2 more dead ends. Let's put the pantry down. Yeah. Hey, I didn't even think of the apple, but that was a nice bonus. The courtyard. Here we go. So we'd be doing this, placing a courtyard, and then hoping to go all the way down so we can get a single dead end. Or get 2 dead ends, sorry. That's worth it, right? Yeah. There's the metal detector. And I'll be honest, I don't want it. The beeping just kind of gets to me. So we're going to have a look in here instead. Silver key, we'll use a regular key on this. The pantry, the corridor, and the library, those are not what I wanted. Well, we'll take another pantry then. Maybe we get more apples. It would be nice to have some more dice at this point. Here, let's see what we get in here. Dead end, please. There you go. The clock tower is what I'm looking for. That's great. We'll run upstairs just in case we got something cool. Honestly, I don't really need the stopwatch, but if we have it there, we'll pick it up because it's a neat item. Oh, we got a treasure map. Okay. Where is that at? On the right side of the house. Okay. I'm not going to bother running for it. We have 11 gems and 137 coins. We'll do just fine without the treasure. Alright, but the south side here... oh, I can do some digging, sure. Guess I could have saved on keys earlier, because I think this door here was locked. The showroom, the west wing hall, and the conference room. We'll take the showroom. Yeah, that will help a bit, because we can hopefully get an ornate compass here. I think that would be quite handy. Ornate compass and the moon pendant. I'm going to get those two, and I'm going to get the chronograph as well, because tomorrow rooms tend to be dead ends. And the silver spoon because we can afford it. Great, we've got 92 steps. Don't need the silver spoon, but it might get carried over till tomorrow, and that could be useful. The observatory here is awesome. I'm happy to see it. We don't want to rotate our stuff. What do we get here? Oh, well, if it's got the cross, southern cross for the 4-door rooms, we do not want that. Doesn't look like it does. In fact, oh, this is the inkwell. Right, we're at 54 constellations. So there you go. We got Diamondus Major and the inkwell. You may spend stars to draw new floor plans. That's actually extremely useful for us. Nice. Commissary, the drawing room, and the mail room. So right now we want this drawing room and we want to flip it around. Rotate. Nope, not that way. Rotate again. The drawing room was actually kind of the perfect thing for us because it lets us do redraws without spending stars. Okay, I think that's it. I was looking for apples. The freezer right now is not a terrible idea. I guess the risk there is then we wouldn't have gems to spend for the other rooms. So we don't want that actually. All right, give me something else, please. The walk-in closet. I will take that. Cost us 1 gem to give us another gem back. And a key, and a cupcake, and a telescope. Which means more gem, I think? Is that what we get from the observatory? More inkwell as well. I wonder how that works. I don't think it makes a difference. The bedroom, the mailroom, let's redraw it. Maybe we can get a better dead end room here. I should have just taken it actually. Oh, I can oh yeah, this is so cool. Let's redraw floor plans, brings us down to 53. That was a bad idea. Let's do it again, going down to 52. 51. Oh my. 50. Alright, this is not working. Chronograph it is. Good thing we have this thing. We'll go all the way back to the beginning and take that mailroom. There you have it. Okay, I don't think there's anything in here. We have 109 steps though, so I don't mind checking real quick. No, it doesn't look like there is anything for us to pick up. So, we'll head through here, use the telescope. It gives us the inkwell. Hooray. We already had that. And then I guess we're running back up. We want to connect the Great Hall to the antechamber. Fortunately, we do have 4 keys. Yeah, we have 4 keys. That's perfect. So 3 keys for the at most for the Great Hall's north side, and then 1 key for the West Wing's west side or east side. And that's all we need. Very good. Cool. Well, you know what? I think we're in good shape for the trophy there. The dead end trophy. I haven't actually counted, but just from the drafting, it looks like the freezer is the last dead end. We didn't see any other ones stand out there. Okay, we got a key. We don't need it, but it's nice. We would have been able to do this with 3 keys, even if we had to use all 3 doors, which we clearly did. The treasure trove. This is a good spot for it. I don't have to reroll at all. That worked quite nicely. And there's the freezer. So we're really hoping... Now, the freezer's showing up a lot because we do have the chronograph, and that makes tomorrow rooms show up more frequently, so... 2 realms have the same color banner. That's a lie. There you go. More cash for tomorrow, in theory. Yeah, the inkwell is just incredibly strong. Wait a second. If I take the crown here, could that get selected by the moon pendant? Probably not. Actually, oh yeah, the crown of the blueprints. The crown of the blueprints. I love that, the play on words there. Again, I think homonym or something like that. I don't know what it's called. So this here, the first key found here on the furthest rank, we found that. We're good. Second Loctite in the vault of a bank. I don't think we found that. So I don't know what's going on there. The third is high up among all the clocks. We definitely have not found that one. And fourth down below beneath all the docks, we found that. Fifth, held by a king on his throne. We were hoping to find the throne room today, but we didn't. We'll see if we find it tomorrow. The sixth in a station left by one of your own. We did find that. Seventh is major. If you draft it quite late, we found that. And the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. We found that. So 3 keys remaining. The throne room, the clock tower. That's going to be... I really don't know what to do with the clock tower there. I have that theory with placing it above the den and all that, but it didn't do anything. And I haven't noticed any ashen swans, so... Yeah, I'm really kind of at a loss for that. Hold on. Why am I down to just 1 key here? Did I mismath that? Shouldn't we have had 2 keys at this point because we found one? Oh, it's going to make us redraw for the freezer. Oh no, we're going to have to redraw a lot, aren't we? Oh, there it is. That was easy. We will freeze our accounts for sure. Thank you. So, there we are. I can't do anything with our accounts frozen like this. Do we have a magnifying glass? No. But that's it. So there is the planetarium, there's a break room. We're definitely going to go back to the break room. I'm curious how that interacts with the key card and the moon pendant. Could the moon pendant pass the key card to tomorrow and we get 2 key cards? That wouldn't help us, but it'd be an interesting interaction. Okay, there you go. 91 steps. We'll see whether that's enough. I feel like we might. We might have enough here. I'm not going to count them all. Let's just head back to the break room and call it a day. We'll find out naturally. Should I open these? No, doesn't do anything for us. Cool stuff. Well, I'm glad we found enough apples to mostly offset our constellation star consumption. Oh, the coat check. Right. What should we put in here? The ornate compass? It's not a terrible idea. We could put the telescope in here. That's kind of funny. We put the crown in here. That's actually a pretty fun idea. We just place the coat check early on and we get the crown of the blueprints. I think we'll do that. Sure, I like it. There you go, the crown is in the coat check. I hope Detective Von Margle doesn't come in and have a look in the coat check there. He would be a little surprised. Hey, banana. So, okay, I think that's it, right? We end the day. Fingers crossed. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Blessing of the Berry Picker has been a little cooler than I expected. It's been a fun one. Call it. And I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Let's do a little count here. The Temporal Warehouse of the Dead. Oh, we don't need to do a count. It tells us 17 end rooms. Wow, I was nowhere close, apparently. That's too bad. Oh well, we'll get it some other day. I'm not worried. With the inkwell, if we just get an observatory early on, we'll be able to redraw for the rooms we need quite easily, I think.